Hey everybody, it's Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to go for a lavender purple violet look on my lid, which I never do. And I'm wearing the really appropriate clothing to match, as you can see. I just have been jonesing for some reason for violet. I think I was in the store a couple weeks ago and I just saw some beautiful violet and lavender palettes, and I don't typically go for those shades because they're not the best for me, but I've been just wanting to try. So I picked up this Revlon Colorstay Day to Night Quad. And I also was able to find this went viral back in December, January, e.l.f. Lash Extender Mascara. You can't get it at Ulta, you can get it on the e.l.f. website, or you can get it at Target. So I was able to finally get it, so we're going to demonstrate this today. Also going to mix a little bit of my KAB Cosmetics palette. It has a nice lavender shade here. Yesterday I tried this quad by itself, and they're nice shades, but they are all shimmers. So I'm gonna have to improvise a little bit and see if I can accomplish what I want to accomplish. So what I'm gonna start out with though is a little bit of the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Marshmallow. My lips are feeling a little bit dry right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that since it definitely goes with the color story today. All right, I actually started out with a little bit of face makeup. I know that I'm going to have to clean up around my eyes. That is a given, but I don't like coming on camera with my face completely bare when I have a lot of dark circles.
So I'll just run through what I did really quick. I contoured a little bit with, I used my Essence Soft and Precise Legendary Lip Pencil for contour on my nose, as well as my e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer and my e.l.f. Contour Palette. I picked up my Revlon Illuminant Skin Caring Foundation. I can't remember the shade, but I'll be sure to list it. 2 pumps, and I mixed it with e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Bronze Bombshell to warm it up a little bit. I just placed it on my face, and then I took an KAB Cosmetics Kabuki brush to blend.
And I've done my brows. I touched up my brows with the e.l.f. Lock-On Liner and Brow Cream in the shade Light Brown. As usual, my eyes are primed with the Revlon Colorstay Skin Awaken 5-in-1 Concealer, and this is in the shade Universal Brightener. This KAB Cosmetics palette here, this is a really nice palette. It doesn't have very much fallout at all, if ever. I am going to start out with this shade here called Halo. All right, I'm gonna go in with this BS Mall. This is the Mini Flame eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this on my lower lid and sweep it up a little bit. And just start with a base. I don't know if this is lavender. It looks more like it's not really lavender. I'm not sure what color this is. Lavender, maybe a little bit of slight, I wouldn't say violet. Violet's more dark. Anyway, it's kind of a lavender pink, I think, is what it looks like to me. So we are going to start with that, and I'm going to just bring it up here into above my crease. Let's see. I hope everybody's having a good week so far. Today is Tuesday, May 7th. This past weekend, I helped my sister-in-law. She has lots of goats, and I love them. I love the goats. She went to a goat show at a fairgrounds, and I've never done that before, and it is a lot of work. So but it was very fun. I learned a lot, and I got to, you know, see how goats are judged, because, you know, I'm not a goat farmer, but, you know, goats are can be a very lucrative business, because goat milk products are very popular and extremely healthy, very healthy for your body, healthy for your skin. And so dairy goats are, you know, a big business, and there were lots of different goats there, and they were quite vocal. It's fun. I love to listen to goats. Even if they're screaming bloody murder, they have amazing personalities. They're just vocal. They're very sociable, and you know, they're just sweet, funny, smart animals. I really loved it. My sister-in-law has Nigerian dwarf goats, and okay, I think that's good enough. She has Nigerian dwarf goats, but there were all different kinds of goats there. Some of the goats, there were goats there that I didn't even know existed. There are Nubian goats, you know, they're huge goats, really big goats, and they've got these long floppy ears. And then there's another type of goat. I'll have to put it down I'll key it as I'm speaking so you can see it when this video is edited. But there were goats. They look like they're big goats, huge bodies, really small heads, and they have like no ears. I mean, they have ears. They have like little holes in their ears and like little nubs, but they have no ears. They're the strangest looking goats. You know what? I'll just put pictures in there, because I know you all are dying to know what they look like, right? I just know it, so I won't deny you that. So anyway, anyways, it was fun. I learned a lot, and it was fun. It was a long day. It was very tiring, but it was great.
Blondie, did you win the big prize? Did you win the big prize, Blondie?
All right, I'm gonna go in now with, I think I'm gonna start with this Second to Light shimmer shade here, going in on my lid, my whole lid, and see how that works. I have not experimented at all with this base color and these shimmers at all, so this is gonna be totally new. I'm gonna use this BS Mall flat eyeshadow brush. It works really great for shimmer. So I'm gonna go in there and try to pick some up. Hopefully I won't have to use my finger, but I will if I need to. When I was a kid, when I was younger, purple was my thing. I wore a lot of purple and, you know, lavender type of eyeshadows. Okay, I'm gonna use my finger. But that was when I could do just about anything, because I didn't have to worry about how things would age me. So sometimes if I get, you know, some shades that just aren't flattering to my skin tone, you know, it lightened it up a little bit. Yeah, so here's the good news scenario. It lightened up the base shade to make it more of a true lavender, but it doesn't have as much shimmer as I was hoping, but that's okay, because I have another shade where I can tap it in there and create more shimmer if I want to. But that to me is more of a true lavender. So the halo, when I brought it up, is, you know, sort of my darker crease shade. I guess what you would call my transition shade after I get this other color going down here, this shimmery lavender thing. Try this again. This formula on this Colorstay quad is very creamy. but it's also a little crumbly. So when I'm putting my finger in it or the brush, it crumbles quite a bit. And that's actually, if I were someone who was trying very hard to conserve every little stitch of product that I have, that would bother me, but I'm not, because I literally almost never hit pan on anything. So, okay, so I am really liking that. It's subtle. And I am going to, like I said, I am going to bring in some more light shimmer, like toward the middle of my eye here in a minute. I'm trying to get them even though. I don't want them to be lopsided. And see if I can fix that. Not too much fallout right now, probably because I did prime my eyes, and also because that the KAB brand probably primed it and it's adhering well to it, because that KAB brand is really, it's an indie brand. It's an independent brand. You have to get it online. Someone gave it to me for a gift, so I'd have to look it up, but it's a really nice palette. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to bring in this light shimmer shade here, this very light shimmer shade here, and I'm just going to I'm just going to plop my finger in there, just like that. It's a very, 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 very light shade of, it's like a pearlescent, something that has dreams of being lavender, but not quite. So I am gonna go ahead and just plop this right down here in the center of my lid. I'm not gonna cover the whole thing. Oh, okay, I think that looks really pretty. I'm happy with that. Let's do the same with the other side. Okay, I'm going to have to be, I guess, add a little bit more. Okay, how we doing? Okay. I think I like that. And so far, not a ton of fallout, but I am about to venture into the dark shade right here that I'm going to attempt to use as an eyeliner, which is where the messy stuff's going to show up. Okay, I lost both of my eyeliner brushes. I will use this brush here. This is a Pharmacy. This is supposed to be an eyeliner brush, but I'm going to use it for not an eyeliner brush, an eyebrow brush, but I'm going to try to use it for eyeshadow, for eyeliner today. Oh, eyeliner. Okay, so let's go in here. And see, so not a super huge amount of pigment there on my upper lid, upper lash I mean, and I don't know if it's probably the brush, because it's just probably not intended for this. I'm gonna have to work a little harder to get that to line, or maybe not be so conservative with it. I just don't want a bunch of fallout. So if we go under my eye, obviously it's gonna play nicer because there's nothing on the lower lash, so it's going to be easier to work with there. And this is where that dark fallout is starting to show up, but that is totally fine. I will fix it and it all will be well. Okay, let's go back I know this is a little bit out of order and a little bit maybe hard to follow along, but I'm just trying to work with this, and I like the look, but I need some better tools for this. This is an angled BS small brush. I'm going to try this instead and see. And also, this particular eyeshadow might not be that great for liner as well. And I don't particularly like to use shimmer shades for liners. I would prefer to use something that's not shimmery, especially on top of shimmer. For some reason, it just doesn't seem like it adheres very well. So let's see what we can do here. Already looks more open than this eye. It's just crazy amazing. So I am just not going to trouble myself too much with the upper liner. I think that's perfectly fine. It has enough drama. The lower lash is good, and I'm also going to go in with some mascara, so I think it'll be just fine. I don't want to have to go to a different palette or use a different color. I just don't want to. I want to use this as much as I possibly can to get it. I want to see what it can do. I like the Colorstay products. I really do. I like, so far I've not been disappointed in. I don't think I've ever used a Colorstay eyeshadow palette. Maybe my sister, I think I might have used one of hers when I was visiting her over Christmas, but I have never used one. I've never picked up one where I've actually never, purchased one for myself. So I do like it. I think that if I had a little better brush, I'd probably be having, it probably wouldn't be as difficult to use. Unfortunately, I have two really nice liner brushes. No idea where they went. No idea. To look around for them. Probably one of them got lost in one of my moving around from place, when I traveled. I probably lost it in a hotel room or something. Who knows? Who knows? But it was a nice one. And then I had one here just a few weeks ago that I know is in this house, so I'll find it. It's very important. So I'm gonna go on here in my lower lashes and see if I can even those out. I really, really like the color. I like this color combination. I like the way it's blending together. Going to have to clean up some mess though. Just this dark color. Bring it up a little bit. And I really do love shimmery colors, but they can be super messy. As long as you know that going into it, it won't be so frustrating, but they are very pretty. I like them. Sort of moving that around a little bit, maybe getting a little bit into the outer corner. Just a slight blend in there, just to sort of give it a little bit of, maybe a little bit more drama, maybe a little, just a teeny, not too much. Okay, I'm going to add a teensy bit more of this light shimmer shade right here. Brighten it up a little bit because I like it. I love to have light on my lid. I like to have light in this, like right on this, especially like right in the center of my lid. For some reason, I just feel like that just, it just makes your eyes just, you know, if I feel like it's, you know, kind of gives your eyes a youthful pop, along with some of the drama. So, all right, I am going to go off camera and just clean up some of this purple fallout, and I'll be right back. Okay, I cleaned it up. I added a little concealer under here just to brighten up the area for a second. I'm gonna take this e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer in the shade Fair 10C. I don't know if you can still get this. I got this on clearance at Walmart like 6 or 8 months ago, and I love it. So anyway, I'm gonna take a little bit of this, and I am gonna use it to just brighten under the eye, under my eyebrow. I'm not gonna use any more shadow. I'm just going to sort of use it to blend under my eyebrow. And
I use this concealer to brighten up the area and sort of clean it up. I'm having to do a voiceover because the dog was barking and somebody walked in, so here we are. So this little e.l.f. pen concealer, this Flawless Brightening Concealer, is really wonderful for things like this. Picking up a fluffy BS Mall eyeshadow brush, I'm going to use this to clean up the color, just sort of blend it together and to make the lines a little softer. I'm just adding a little bit of my marshmallow butter gloss just to freshen up a little bit before I go for the mascara. This is the e.l.f. Lash Extender Mascara. This is the shade Black, and this went nuts viral back in, I think, around Christmas time last year, and I haven't been able to find it anywhere. I found one tube at Target yesterday. You can't get it at Ulta. You can get it on the e.l.f. website. You can't get it at Walmart. So I've been looking for it. It was $7, and I tried it yesterday, and here was my takeaway. It is for $7. This is a great mascara. It does definitely lengthen. I found though that it dried quickly and it clumped a little bit. Now, again, this is a $7 mascara, so I'm not expecting it to be uber perfect. It's a tubing mascara, which is supposed to make your lashes look longer, and it definitely does, which you'll see here shortly. So I was happy with it overall, though when I was finished, I did use my mascara comb to separate. Now, I do have some eyelashes that some are longer than the others. Like I'll have some on the corners that are growing longer and some sort of in the middle for some reason. I don't know if it's because I'm using castor oil and they're growing like that. I haven't decided. But, you know, if you're looking for a mascara that extends your lashes, this definitely will do the trick. Just like I said, slight clumping, nothing terrible or too bad, nothing a little mascara comb won't fix, or maybe going a little slower, or just waiting before you put on another coat. It also removes really easily. I took it off with my cleanser yesterday when I was washing my face. No problem, no rubbing. It came right off. That is a huge bonus for me. I do not like rubbing my eyes to remove mascara. So that was definitely a bonus. Hopefully you can see there how my lashes have definitely picked up some length. Going in with the mascara comb to just separate a few of those lashes that were kind of stuck together, especially on the outer lashes. Now I'm going in with my it Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores bronzer. This is so delicious. I'm going to use a kabuki brush to apply, and as per usual, I will put it all over my face as much as I want, wherever I want, even though in the opinion of some it might look ridiculous. If you've seen one of my most recent short videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. That was kind of funny. Next up, blush. I'm going to mix the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blush in the shade Berry Well with Juvia's Place Pink Lady. I don't want the shade to be too dark berry or too pink. I want to try to find a balance for my eyeshadow, and I feel like I came up with a pretty good one, and also it was a good excuse to mix blush because I love to do that. I was pretty happy with this shade, so I went for it. Picking up a BS Mall flat brush here to apply. It's gonna look pretty overwhelming initially, as usual, but I work with it until I like it. I love this process. It's beautiful, it's fun, I feel creative. There's just so many things you can do. You can make it as heavy as you like, you can make it as subtle as you like. This mixing blush has just become one of my favorite things to do when I'm applying makeup. I hope you've enjoyed the content today, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. And as usual, thanks for watching.